course, some of the names there: Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalitha, SP Chief Mulayam Singh Yadav, Akhilesh Yadav of the SP, once again Sharad Pawar of the NCP, Narayanaswamy and Kanimuri of the DMK, Anil Ambani, and of course Srinivasan present there. Jayalalitha, of course, for the AIADMK, this will be a very crucial election. She has prime ministerial aspirations. It has been very, very obvious, not just because she has voiced it, but all of her campaigns have been directed towards the centre. Mulayam Singh Yadav and Akhilesh Yadav will be hoping that the SP once again performs as well as it did in the recent assembly elections. Sharad Pawar of the NCP, tying up with the Congress, will hope that the Shiv Sena and BJP do not spoil his party. And of course, Narayanaswamy and Kanimuri ensuring that their vote will make all the difference when it comes to the DMK's fortunes. And moving on, after Chaiwala proposed his nomination in Vadodara, BJP's prime ministerial candidate Narendra Modi will have a boatman and a weaver, among others, proposing his nomination from Varanasi. These are live visuals from the holy city, where you can see that after turning white yesterday, today it's the color of saffron, as thousands have taken to the streets awaiting Modi's arrival, awaiting his road show to begin. Remember, Modi is embarking on a 3-kilometer road show, post which he will file his nomination. With grand arrangements being made for Modi's road show, as you can see, the entire road is filled with tons of people. But talking about the nomination, of course, we will be looking at retired Justice Giridhar Malviya and renowned Hindustani classical singer Pandit Chanu Lal Mishra going ahead and proposing Modi's name, besides a boatman and a weaver, symbolic with, of course, the people of Varanasi. Earlier, the family of late Shehnai maestro Bismillah Khan had refused to be a part of the nomination process. And of course, just yesterday we saw Kejriwal filing his nomination. Modi today will embark on a roadshow that will culminate with him filing his nomination in Kacheri. Modi is expected to reach BHU at around 8:30 a.m. and garland the statue of the Mahamana at this university's main gate. He will then fly to Kashi Vidyapith and garland the statue of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and start his roadshow. And as expected, of course, it is going to be a grand affair. If Kejriwal saw a huge number of people take to the streets, if his roadshow was a success, BJP will ensure that it's almost double the numbers for Modi's roadshow. It is a very important day for Narendra Modi. Remember, he is contesting from two constituencies, Vadodara and Varanasi. So, of course, both these cities will decide the fate of the prime ministerial candidate. We did see a grand affair in Vadodara when Narendra Modi went out to file his nomination, and of course today will be no less. This is for the garlanding of the statue of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and Narendra Modi is expected to go ahead and garland the statue. You can see on your screens Amit Shah is also present. He is, of course, a very close aide of Narendra Modi, so not surprising that he is present there, keeping in mind that he is also responsible for UP and that he has been the chief campaigner of the UP. Grand preparations ahead of Modi's roadshow there. Yesterday, in fact, BJP spokesperson Ravi Shankar Prasad had broken down exactly what kind of arrangements have been made. And mind you, it is phenomenal to say, in the least. Heightened security is also in place, keeping in mind that we will be looking at thousands of people coming together, and it will become absolutely impossible to control them. So a huge security blanket also put in place there to ensure that no untoward incident takes place during Narendra Modi's roadshow. And And well, Anwar Manipadi has now set up a Twitter controversy criticizing Rahul Gandhi on his Twitter account, casting aspersions on the character. Manipadi has alleged that the Yuvaraj of the Congress was found drinking and partying till 2 a.m. and has said that God better save India if Rahul Gandhi is to become the Prime Minister. This is what Manipadi tweeted, and I quote, Rahul given a circuit house for security. Nobody, even Oscars, not allowed. Skips out at 12 a.m. and goes to Hotel Ocean Pearl. Drinks till 2 a.m. Also gone on to state a picture of Rahul and a society girl drinking in Hotel Ocean Pearl in Bangalore at 2 a.m. during campaign. This is the Prime Ministerial candidate. God save India. This is what Anwar Manipadi has gone on to state, clearly taking a personal attack at Rahul Gandhi. He also tweeted this particular picture along with the same where Rahul Gandhi is seen talking and relaxing with a couple of friends, including a woman. And Manipadi also going on to state that Rahul Gandhi was drinking, though the picture does not portray the same. This is what Anwar Manipadi, the BJP leader, had to say. He also went on to question how a man who goes out drinking late into the night can become the Prime Minister of the country. And if that does happen, he tweeted saying, God save India. And BJP leader Anwar Manipadi creating quite a controversy, and there is no word of whether the BJP will agree with this or will they distance themselves, keeping in mind that they have been slamming the Congress for taking out personal attacks on the party. And of course this was in Mangalore, and we also spoke to the BJP leader, who went on to state that while he did not take this picture, the picture was given to him, and that is why he went on to tweet stating quite clearly that Rahul Gandhi is definitely not responsible. Well, we earlier spoke to Mr. Anwar Manipadi. Let's listen to what he had to say.
What happened was Rahul Gandhi was made to stay in the circuit house for the security reasons, though it was elections, and nobody was allowed to even visit him at all, including Oscars, because Oscars' wife was herself was telling that she was not able to see him at all because of a lot of tight security. But around 11:30, 12, he sneaks out with a friend and goes to a restaurant where he meets his whoever it is. You're seeing the picture, and been drinking with them and partying till 2 o'clock, and that hotel was completely abandoned. I mean, was asked to ask everybody to leave, and these people are having a party and drinking. The picture is very clear. The girl and Rahul Gandhi drinking, and he's the person who's been talking about being morally right and morally perfect and all. While he does all these kind of dirty things, and how can be a man of that caliber ever dream of becoming the Prime Minister of our country, the great country, India? And he has no right to speak on anybody while he does all these kind of things. And early morning he goes back to the circuit house. This is exactly what has happened.
Right. Mr. Manipadi, were you the one who clicked this particular picture?
No, it was not I who clicked the picture. It's somebody else who, part of their own team who had clicked the picture, and I got hold of this picture. I got hold of this picture.
Right, Mr. Manipadi, but how did you get access to this picture? Who is your source?
I wouldn't like to mention that person's name, but anyway, I've got the picture, and the picture speaks all about.
Right, Mr. Manipadi. Also, but keeping that in mind, we understand why you're not willing to reveal exactly who gave you this picture. But there's bound to be a doubt.
Why? I do not want anybody to. These people are capable of doing anything against anybody. I don't want that person to be worried, because as it is, I'm already in their hit list for having exposed them in Amanat Bank and the work property scam and all. I'm already
And moving on, a 20-year-old woman was set ablaze by her husband's relatives in a domestic dispute. The victim has been identified as Shilpa and has suffered severe burns. The girl has been admitted to a private hospital and is in a critical condition. The family of the husband is absconding. Shilpa was married to Abhijit. An absolute shocking incident coming to light there once again, highlighting how a little girl said to have gotten married and soon after her in-laws set her ablaze. My colleague Verghese joins us over the phone lines with more information. Verghese, an absolute shocker coming to light there. Once again shows the kind of inhumanity that we see in our society time and again. But of course, take us through exactly why she was set ablaze by her own in-laws.
At present, there are many speculations that are being looked into. In fact, Shilpa had married Abhijit against the wishes of Abhijit's parents. They say it is an intercaste marriage, and from the beginning onwards, the in-laws were not happy with regards to this. She was taken to a nearby temple in the region, and over there they tried to hang her, but she was able to escape from it. Later, they caught her when she tried to escape and tied her hands, and they poured kerosene on her and set her ablaze. In fact, it was passers-by who saw her in pain, and they were able to douse the flames that were on her. But she had suffered by then severe burns on her body, and they admitted her to a local hospital, but then later they had to take her to Monday Institute of Medical Sciences, MIMS, for better treatment. And this resulted in the police, in fact, coming and registering a complaint. Now, the police have launched an investigation, and they come to find out that the husband's relatives are in fact absconding, and now a search has been carried on for them. But it's a shocking case that has come to light at present, Akshita.
Absolutely, Verghese. But also, of course, there is no question that the police will come down harshly on the relatives. If you could also highlight exactly where the husband is at this point. Is he around, or is he also absconding?
The whereabouts of the husband at present are not known, because it is the passers-by who had got the victim Shilpa to the hospital. The police are also on the lookout for the husband. Also, they are looking whether there was in connivance with the husband that this entire attempt to murder was carried out. But at present, they are looking for the relatives who had taken her to that particular temple where the attempt to murder occurred. So they are investigating in that angle. But however, the husband also will be taken into custody for further interrogation, Akshita.
Right, Verghese. Also, if you could highlight the girl's condition as of now.
Well, she has suffered severe third-degree burns, and she's been treated at MIMS. The doctors have said that the next 48 hours is quite critical, and they are in fact trying to ensure that the infection doesn't occur on the burnt parts, but it is in a very critical condition, and the doctors are put her on a 24-hour monitoring to ensure that they are able to, at any cost, reduce the pain. But they are very cautious about it because the person is very critical. She cannot take in heavy medicines also. So at present they are trying to reduce the pain, but her condition is quite critical for the next 48 hours, Akshata.
Right, Verghese, thank you so much for joining us with all that information. A 20-year-old girl there, Shilpa, is now left battling for her life after her relatives, her in-laws, went ahead and set her ablaze. It is said that she got married to her husband without the permission of his parents, and as revenge, they set her ablaze. She was rescued by passers-by who rushed her to the hospital, and her condition is very critical. GDS State President A. Krishnappa died due to a heart attack in Bengaluru yesterday. He was aged 68. His last rites will be conducted at Southeast Asian College premises in Keyarpuram at 4 p.m. V. Sumanna G. Parameshwar were among the few who paid homage to the leader this morning. And D.V. Sadananda Gowda was also present there, going ahead and paying his last respects to Krishnappa. The entire political fraternity coming together, putting aside all differences with regards to the political parties they belong to, and going ahead and paying their last respects.